Okay, so my first suggestion is you've got to wage war. So for a bit of inspiration, I would read Mark Benioff's book, Behind the Cloud. So Mark Benioff, obviously the founder of Salesforce, and that company initially was formed very much so on waging war against software. You've got to think about who you want to polarize. So you've got a highly controversial subject here, and I would suggest to get anywhere near 50,000 people supporting you at a level of providing their CVs, you've got to really piss someone off. So I'd be thinking about more who I want to upset that I can generate some media out of than who I want to promote to. I think running some sort of competition, there's going to be a lot of people who are out of work, who are over 45, who are looking for something, are going to be spending more time on Facebook, more time on LinkedIn than they've ever done before. So some sort of competition that excites 50,000 people to click on the link and provide their CV could have a really high impact right now. And that's obviously the sort of stuff that Ashton could help you with. So I'll pause for breath there.
Yeah, another way that you can do it is through a member get member referral program. So what does that mean? So good news is that a lot of these 45-plus-year-olds know a lot of other 45-year-old plus people. So you need to get them to spread the message for you. So how does that work? You can do, for example, if I am 45-year-old, I'm going to register, I'm going to send in my resume. And when I tell my friend to do that, I refer my friend on, my friend does the same thing. We both get a benefit. So one company that does really well on that would be HelloFresh. They've grown their numbers tremendously through the referral programs, and that's something that you could do too. Another way of getting all these numbers would be to make it super easy for your users. So what do we mean by making it super easy? So look at the user experience. Are you making them fill in a form that's 5 questions or a form that's 50 questions? If you have them fill in so many questions, the probability that they will give up halfway and find it too hard is pretty high. So how can we cut it down to make it super short? Maybe it could be a way that if they send in their resume, you can have a program that kind of combs through all that data and it fills in the form for them, so they don't have to do anything.
So Adeline, maybe you're not allowed to legally scrape information off LinkedIn, but maybe rather than 50,000 CVs, what you should be doing is asking people for 50,000 LinkedIn codes, as in, so here's access to my LinkedIn profile. That way you get 50,000 real names, 50,000 real actions, and the amount of action they actually have to take is just cutting and pasting that link onto your website.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Okay.
And actually, are we done with 5 minutes? That's so quick.
How long we have? We got 1 minute 45 left.
Show us some genius, Ashton. Over to you.
Look, I think there's actually probably, in terms of a pass mark, I think there's probably a pass mark there already. Because if I just recap what we've done, we said that the first thing you need to do is start a war, but that's being a purpose-driven organisation. So a great purpose has the focus, change and effect. So what do we really want? So it's not just about the people who are joining, it's about making sure that we make the most of the stable and wise economy of people who are experienced and over 45. The next thing that we could do is actually run a competition. And I love the thought of taking all that Trump sentiment and maybe getting Barack Obama instead of the what's it called, the intern that Trump used to run, having the mentor and have someone like Barack Obama like distill the wisdom in some sort of TV show competition to sort of bring that back. I think there's probably an audience. I really loved Addie's thought there around the member get member component. So in this age of virility and exponential organizations, we need to get the RO or the K number that says for every person that joins, they should get 3 or 4 other people to join. How would they do that? I think we could probably use the mechanism of LinkedIn endorsements to make sure that the people who are on the rugby teams, the communities, the ex-school people, and the people they used to work with give a strong endorsement. But this battle will be won in PR. So we need to get PR strong and driven and the voice of the over 45. Someone like Christopher Zinn, who's a consumer advocate, could step into that space and really give you that strength of voice that you need in this time. It's time to wrap up. I'm going to give both of you a round of applause because it's so silent there. So let's go to Zoom, and we've got a poll there that says, for question 1, were we stumped or were we passed? So the poll is in progress. I think we will leave it for, should we give 30 seconds to vote? So Dina, what was your big takeaway out of that in terms of what you saw or what you thought Toby might take away?
Oh, I 100% agree it's PR, but it's got to be polarising PR, and you need to figure out who you can attack and piss off that will make it newsworthy. Yeah, we get a sense of how you go through life, Dino, isn't it? You are. I've found polarising very easy my entire life. You know what, people? You have polarised, Dino, where you have actually got someone who stumped us, but 90% of people have said that's a pass. Right out of the gates for the stumping team. Toby, execution so far is excellent. Make it happen.